Hello, my beautiful friends. This is Reverend Judy Weaver, and I want to share another story from Peru. This one is about plant medicine. Now, this can be a very controversial topic, and I'm not condoning or I'm not condemning on either end. This is always a personal decision that one makes if they feel so inspired and or guided to follow that pathway. There are many different kinds of medicine. Ayahuasca certainly has become highly known, popularized, I think is probably the best term for that. It is important for each person to truly recognize and to understand that if you decide to participate in any kind of a plant medicine, that you have complete confidence in whoever the shaman and or the healer is that is the preparer of that medicine. Because that's what it really comes down to. The intention of the heart of how that medicine was created. And that makes the greatest amount of difference. If you do decide to participate in that such of a ceremony, I would highly recommend doing it in a native country, such as Peru and or Brazil, where people have been doing this practice for thousands of years. Ayahuasca is a medicine that is really known to move down into your soul and to help dig out those deep-seated hurts, buried pains and memories and traumas to help you move through release. There's another type of a medicine that is San Pedro, and that is created from that of a cactus. That is a different type of a ceremony because you don't have to go on such a strict diet, and or you also are outside most of the time while you are in or within that journey type of a situation. These are ways of being able to look at yourself and to be able to connect your heart to the energy, and that heart energy of Pachamama, Earth Mother, Gaia, whatever you might want to call her to be. That energy of the earth and the ancient ones, and being able to see and to feel how to communicate more clearly. Now, if you go ahead and you look at the true Incans and or the long line of ancestries, those who were from deep in the jungles, they don't use medicines at all. They understand the value of talking to the mountains and being in the presence and allowing that meditative state of consciousness to allow you to understand what the message is. Paying attention to the different animals that come along while you are there in solitude after you have gone through ceremonies. The same is true when you're spending time moving yourself high into the ethers through that meditative practice and into the angelic realms of understanding and seeing and feeling and becoming so aware and having access to that unlimited potential of information and guidance that is available for you. By allowing yourself to get out of your mind and allowing your soul to travel into those altered spaces of consciousness. And you can do so without any medicine at all. That is all up to you, into your practice, into your beliefs, I think is probably the best term. Everything takes time. Why do you want to get it done instantaneously and miss the journey of what it can be and who you are and how and what you grow into? Anyway, I do want to go ahead and take a couple of moments to talk about some of these types of ceremonies so that you're aware of what they are. Because when you journey with me to Peru, we do offer them. We always have the shaman that come. There's a couple that I specifically work with who, again, have been doing it for many, many decades. They always bring their instruments. And let me tell you, the instruments are so important as part of the journey work, because your soul is able to follow the lull and the tune of the music, whether it's a flute or whether it's the didgeridoo or the drum. And each are played in a different specific patterning and time to allow you to move into a deeper level of understanding. Obviously, there's always a change in your diet beforehand, and then we will start with a washing and a cleansing of each and every person with Florida water. And then say prayers as we all gather together open, and everyone will choose to, as they say, participate, and they're drinking the substance that has been created by the shaman or the healer. They will leave you in a state of meditation for about 30 to 40 minutes to allow the medicine to start. Sometimes people don't do well with it, and they expel the medication very quickly, and they can choose to participate again or not. But it is about each of you being in that process, and then the music comes and the prayers comes. There's always an opportunity to have a second dose and or a half dose more, so that if you feel like you need to and or to get into a deeper level of that connection for you. It doesn't matter if you expel it, because after 45 minutes, then the medicine is within you, and it's already working with you and continuing to work with you and allowing you to have access and visions into yourself and about yourself. On my ayahuasca journey, and I had to think long and hard about this. I have not taken any psychedelics at all throughout my life, and I've always had quite an aversion to it. But Spirit told me it was time, and I needed to understand if I was offering this opportunity to others. One of the things that I clearly remember was first like the yellow climbing of the vine. And then I saw this dark shadow coming up from the ground, and as it did, I looked down and I said, I know you. I am not afraid of you. You made me. And it disappeared. I did not have a lot of journeys in that particular and visions in that journey, but it didn't matter. I understood. San Pedro this last time was much more intense. I connected with the earth with such an intensity that the storms came and the lightning I felt shoot through my body. My heart beat wildly as the thunder in synchronicity. As he played the double flute near me, I felt my kundalini energy rising up and out and opening through my heart energy, sending that enormous love out into the world. The intensity of the storm continued until it was a riveting hail that pounded upon, and everyone had to run. But I stayed in that state because I knew that the energy of that weather was working within the energy of me. That profound electrical current and charge was running through me and blending with me. I have to tell you, at the end of this journey, last night was the last night of my carpe, and a huge storm came through. Massive storm, and I watched it rolling in. It was fighting from the north and the south, and of course the north won. And as it did so, the hail came, not once, but 7 times. That hail pounded down upon as its final cleansing and affirmation of the completion of this journey for me. Now, while I was up in the great Apu of Asangate, I can't tell you the magnificent visions that I had, and what I heard and what I felt and what I saw. There was no medicine. That was me being with that energy and allowing my consciousness to blend with that love essence. I'm not saying that's right or wrong on any single one, but it's allowing each of you to make that decision. to choose that journey and to allow yourself and your soul to truly grow into its highest capacity and capability. I wish each of you that opportunity to have that connection with the great Creator, with the earth, with the angels, with the ancient ones. I was giving such incredible, detailed, specific trans-channeled messages from so many of my guides during this time of solitude and isolation. It was profound to be alone, to be cut off, to be connected, and to become that true love essence presence. I invite each of you to be able to join me on one of these journeys as well, to Peru and or to any other country. It was funny. Yes, my maestro, he went and said to me during this ceremony, he's like, "You'll be going to India." And that was the vision that I'd had just a few short weeks ago. I know many countries are calling, and each time that I go to one, I bring forth that healing energy. I incorporate that wisdom. I allow for that ancestry to be integrated into the wholeness of me so that I can share it and help teach it to you too. Many blessings of love and light to each of you. Come and visit me at heartforsouls.com. Reverend Judy Weaver, many blessings.